Hello everyone, welcome to a new tutorial presented by DSC Child VB. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to create table in a LaTeX program. So to create table in LaTeX program, we are just going to write again the word begin. So you initially know that begin has different things that are being shown to it. Among it, we are going to choose as. So what we are going to choose in begin here is the particular word tabula. So and we make sure that the tabula also have another parameter, and after itself the name tabula, it also have another parameter, and we're going to see in a few minutes what the parameter is. So we just come, click on tabula, and that's it. So that's begin tabula. So when you have this, you create the end tabula immediately. So let's make it create it. So begin tabula, when you have begin tabula in braces, you have these other braces that are being shown to you. These other braces are going to contain the number of columns which are inside your table. If I want to write a 3 by 3 column, I'm going to write 3 columns here. Now inside this column, so how will I write these columns here? So there are 3 words to use when you want to write the columns, and to separate each column, the first thing to know is how to separate each column. So let's write it within a comment. In order for us to separate one comment from the other, we are going to use this special character, vertical bar. So we are going to use special character to separate one column from the other column. So if you want to write 3 columns, we are going to use this, and this. If you want to write 3 columns, it's as such. If I want to write 2 columns, I'm going to use these 2 bars, and if I want to write 1, I'm going to use just 1 as such. Now if you want now to write what will be how the columns be formatted, we are going to use special words inside the columns. We first know how to separate the columns by using a vertical bar, and then the second method is to know how the nature of the words that are going to be placed in each columns are going to be. So in the first column, if you want that all the words in the column should be right space or on the right side of your code, so you are going to use the of your table on the right side of each particular cell. You are going to use the word R. So R is going to place your your words on the right side of your table. The next thing is the word L. L is going to place it on the left side of your cell. And lastly, we are going to use C. So let's see how to visualize it. So let's start all with R. So we are going to have R, we have a vertical bar, R, we have a vertical bar, R here. So all the vertical bars show the vertical lines that are going to be between the columns. Now to write the rows, you are going to come here inside your begin and write here to write the rows, we are instead going to write X, and to separate each of the different columns. This particular row are going to be separated by a double backslash as such. So now on the first row, we are going to have this X. You separate the X from the next. This is the first cell. This is the first cell of the first row and the first column. So now you also have a second cell between the first row and the second column, which should be on this location here. So let's say Y, you have it, then let's say Z here. So you now go to the second row by using this double slash here. So you descend to second row. Let's say A, we are going to have the next cell, B, we are going to have the next cell, C. So after that, you go to the next row, we have D, we are going to have the next cell, E, we are going to have the next cell, and lastly F. So these are our 3 by 3 table we are going to create. So you come here, compile, no error is shown to us, run. this is how our table will show. So we have a table. This first line here is going to show that it's going to draw a vertical line all through the first row, all through the rows. So these are the rows here. You have X, Y, Z in one row, A, B, C in another row, and D, E, F in another row. And now the columns are going to contain X, A, D, Y, B, E, and Z, C, F. Now the word RR here shows that they are going to be on the right side of each cell. So let's see here. So you have the word R here. The word R here shows that they are going to be on the right side of each cell. So now, if you want to place a horizontal line separating each of them, let's say I want to place a horizontal line, I'm going to use this code H line as such. To compile now, so you are going to have the H line as such. You have a horizontal line separating. I also want to insert another horizontal line here. What I will do is to write another H line down here. So let's say this is X 100, this is Y 100, and this is Z 100. I know the reason I'm doing that because I want to change the alignment this R and left soon. So you have H line, so this is going to produce the X here. So you have this, so you have this open, you have again another line here. Now I'm going to put columns. I'm going to put a vertical line here, and a line here, and a line here. So how do I do it? I just come behind this point. When I want to place the vertical line or at the beginning of the column, I'm going to do it at this position, and I'm going to do it also at this position in order for me to enclose my table with vertical line. I compile. So I have this. You have a vertical line here and a vertical line here. I also want to place horizontal line here and a horizontal line here. So how will I do? I come again to my code and I write at the beginning of this, I write H line. At the beginning of the first row, I write H line as such, and at the end of the last row, I write also H line as such. So I compile. So error, misplaced. So H line, see very well what happens to H line. So right here, before writing, the error comes because H line cannot come directly after DEF. So you need to place a break or go down and have the H line. So you have to go down here, compile, and you have this. I enclose it all through the braces. So now lastly, I'm going to now tell you what I mean by R, L, and C practically. So R, you see that R is going to place, you see that the letters are much more closer to the right side of each cell. Now when I use C, when I use L, let's say L on each side or L on one, compile and run, you see that A now shifted toward the left side of each cell. This A that I've placed for this particular L, because I've changed the L for the first column only. So this L, so everything which is going to be inside it are going to be shifted here. Now I want to place this other one to the center. The next column, the second column in the center, I'm going to use C. So I compile. So you see that this B and E are going to be centered. They're not either on the left side of each cell or nor the right side of each cell. They are the center, and this last one are on the right side of the cell. So this is how to create tables. So from here, we are going to mark the end of tables. Thanks for your kind attention.